Somebody said that Brooklyn needed a little balance. I think we found it. The change niggas pitch when we found it all in the fountain. To the top we mountain. At the top we bigger than mountains. Take it, shit, we bouncing. Ain't no making no damn announcement. Said I gotta get it. Gotta have it, don't you forget it. Steady representing. It's a habit, I'll never quit it. Got a lot of carrots and snow bunnies. Never committed, watch me murder.
Alright, y'all, welcome back to another episode of Brooklyn's Balance. You guys said you needed that balance, and I think we found it. So this episode is the counter to those city boys. It's supposed to be the city girls, even though we just defending them out here. I realized I ain't introduced nobody last episode, but that's all right. This is Z from ZTV.
You already know Tea Party Z.
Right? See, my bad. And we have Deidre.
Hey, what's up?
And we have Miss Nadia.
Hey, y'all.
All right, y'all. So we're going to get down to it. This is mostly a female conversation, but, since Z has so much blood, boiling towards these females, we're going to explain a little bit to him. So the first thing that I kind of wanted to bring up was that a lot of the females out here with this sisterhood, how it's kind of like one band, one sound, and all of us females, we supposed to be empowering each other and helping each other get the bag and get all of this money. I feel like it's a lie. Because most of these females out here will sleep with your baby father, talk bad about you, steal money from you, talk about you as a bum, and they, it's just certain situations. It's no loyalty no more out here, no morals, nothing when it comes to people. How do y'all feel about that?
I think what you're saying, it's it depends on that specific relationship, because that doesn't include the majority. That might have been something that happened to her or anybody at this table, but that might not have been my experience. So I can't say as a whole, sisterhood is a sham. I believe that your vibe attracts your tribe, and it really does take a village. So I feel like that just depends on the friends that you have in your corner.
How you feel about that?
I feel like I agree with D to some extent. I feel like we all gonna get our bad experiences in that sisterhood, but I feel like we can't let them, the one bad experience ruin the whole bunch, So we got to take it with a stride and turn a new leaf. Just because Shaniqua played you in the past don't mean I'm going to come into your life and I'm going to play you.
Right. Definitely a Shaniqua.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see?
Definitely. I do feel like when it comes to, a lot of females, we be in competition with each other when it comes to, body shaming. Because there's I look good because this. No, you look like Shrek. And Donkey. And just because your body's like that doesn't mean that you could take my man or any other man. Now, just because Z will take you out on a picnic, and I got to do a little bit more
Here
work.
we go with the picnic.
I'm the punchline.
I'm just saying. And then, I feel like a lot of females jump into these relationships with other men who they know are deadbeats. And it's that's a part of the sisterhood. Why would you go and have a baby with a whole other man who not even taking care of the other kids? You allow that?
I feel like it's because we think, he not gonna do me like how he did her.
I don't think
I'm better.
that.
Delusion.
And then,
it's delusional.
No,
I thought about that at first.
I
thought like that at first, and then I was like, wait,
wow.
hold on, what makes me any different?
Why are we agreeing with him?
I feel like people have the tendency to think that we're so special,
Not
we're
special,
above other
yes.
people. Where that shit happened to somebody else, we think it can't happen to us, and it happens all the time.
Yes.
And I feel like some of us, this does not apply to everybody.
Right. So
but I feel like people have the tendency to believe that they can change people, and we tend to ignore red flags that be right in front of our face because we want to believe something different. And like I said, I don't think that applies to everybody. If that's not your experience, then I give you that. But I feel like for most people that do have some of these experiences, that happens to them, and that's why.
This is accountability.
I honestly don't feel like there is delusional females out there. I honestly do think that the guys put up a facade to create that vision. That guys come in and show, I might have been a deadbeat with her, but I'm not that person with you.
Oh, yeah.
You're fixing a lot of situations with me. So then, therefore, you cannot call me delusional because I think that I have made a change in
you.
You.
Something, though? I feel like I hear what you're saying, but I always tell people, you have to believe all of what you see and half of what you hear. Because we can be sitting here pillow talking, and you can sit here and tell me, I'm not that dude. I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to make these changes. But it looks good on paper. But are they doing any work behind that?
But how would you know? Everybody, when they first meet somebody, nobody gives them their true self. That's why you have to go on multiple dates. You show up with a mask.
You never know.
The Joker never showed up his true self until midway through.
You never know.
You're 100% right, but how can I point out a red flag? But that's the problem when it comes to dating people. You need to date people for all seasons so that you can then point out those reasons. Yeah. You're not going to show me that in your first, you're not going to show me your cards in the first hand. So I feel like when those females get into that, as long as they take the accountability and believe that, yes, damn, now I'm in love. So I'm not willing to undo that. I'm not willing to go, damn, he might be a messed up person. No, because that's not what he showed me. But it's like when you do see that now, do you stay? Because a lot of females do when they end up arguing with the other baby mother.
Right. Definitely do stay. I feel like that's how I got into my domestic abuse relationship. He used to beat on the other bitch. And I said, oh, I'm better. That ain't me. I treat him better. I do this. I'm there for him. I'm this. I'm that. That ain't stop him from beating my ass.
How do you, but see, and that's the problem with the sisterhood. A lot of females make comments and go, oh, that can't be me. Let's say you want to raise awareness for that situation. You post a picture that you know, something happened to you. Oh, that can't be me. I would never let somebody. That's not you.
That stupid.
Yeah,
You feel like
it
that
can
can't
be
us
you.
until somehow you find yourself in those situations. The same way you can sit here and be like, I feel like I won't ever be homeless. That won't never be me. I'm always going to work. I'm always getting
Nah,
my bag.
everybody
You can
always
lose everything
one
tomorrow. You
one
would
crack
never
rock.
know.
I would never be a baby mama.
Here I am. I'm a baby mama too.
It take one time.
Exactly.
One time. You never really know. That's why I don't like to speak negatively like that. You know, I try to be careful about the things that I put into the universe because we don't know what's going to happen to us tomorrow. We don't even know if we're going to live to see tomorrow. So the fact that you can say, oh, that ain't going to be me. That ain't going to be me. Because you feel like you can't fall for it. Everyone can be duped in some way or fashion. You never really know.
We're all humans.
Gotcha.
No one's
Exactly.
special. None of us
Everyone's
are
human.
special.
None.
So my biggest thing that I can finally say this now on video, and I hope that people see this.
What's up?
Female management. I was in a situation a year ago. Not sure if everybody knew. I worked at Target. I was a closing manager at Target. I probably developed everybody. Everybody knew me from left to right. I got fired by a female manager who believed some made up story that I wasn't even there. I wasn't on the clock. I wasn't in the building. Some boy said that I said I was going to fuck him up.
Wow.
Look at me. His height and his weight. Same height and weight as Z. He went and said that. She believed it.
He a pussy ass bitch.
Did you ever threaten this guy?
No. I've helped him through a lot of situations. He was already a troubled team member, and a lot of people wanted to fire him. But my peer, who should have fired him and should have done his job instead, didn't fire him. He was too scared to deal with him, and he was worried about leaving. But besides that situation, this same female manager who came from the Bronx, and I don't care, people from the Bronx got
You
problems.
have beef with the Bronx
Yep.
today.
And
Ethnicity,
that's
please.
fine.
Ethnicity.
She was black.
Okay.
She had an issue with me. I guess I'm an intimidating person. I was taught to speak with confidence. In any room that you walk into, you're supposed to have that confidence. Who am I to not walk into that room with that? She, I guess, was always used to being the center of attention because she was dragging the wagon. Okay, that's fine. I got everything else. I was cooking for the team. Everybody liked me. I come in with all these D's on my chest. And I got a little wagon. It may not be a fucking Porsche, bitch, but we are moving.
You are annoying.
And she would give me shirts for Christmas and tell, oh, you should wear this shirt for me to cover up. No matter what shirt you throw in these D's,
Baby,
you
they
can't
gonna be out there.
hide it. And she would make comments like, you know, sometimes you come on too strong and all of this other stuff. But I would watch her with all of the males who do the same exact thing. And she never had those conversations with them. I was the person who did all of the work in the building. And instead she chose to promote a lot of the guys. So I had to take the step back, soften it. But when she got the chance to do the axe, she dropped the axe. But now I could also play devil's advocate to that. Me being a female leader, most of my team was boys. I hired boys. I called them my sons. Like
Any particular
Nicki
reason? Any
Minaj.
particular reason?
not really. They're more like they want to get their money to impress females. And it was just the quality of people that came around. I find that boys are a little bit more loyal when it comes to work.
Yeah, we are.
So it was just easier. Now I did have a team of 2-3 other girls that can run with them at any point, and I made sure I spread that out amongst anybody. But everybody would always go, "Oh, Tamika had favorites, blase, whatever." She would also try to keep him as my replacement. I got him promoted. She got upset. So it was a whole big thing. I do find like when you work with female managers, they're not the best when it comes to other females. I'm kind of in that situation now. I know more than this female manager, and I know I do. I have more experience. After 2 days of working with her, I was like, that's not how you do that. And it's like, I have to say something because this is a problem. You're supposed to have these schedules done. I said, do you want me to call the Department of Labor? Let's do all this other stuff. But by the way, I won my case, so
Agreed.
That's that. But do you guys run into these issues with female managers?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I run into these issues with all my managers.
Oh, so you sound like the problem employee. Okay.
I'm not the problem. I'm not the problem.
Everyone else is.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's everybody else. Everybody else.
Anybody else got these
I've
problems?
had this one problem. Like, you speaking, it relived all my memories at Denny's, and I had to quit because she was a bitch. Mm-hmm. Like,
That's why I don't think I'm showing up to work after tomorrow.
It's like she wasn't a bitch to only females. She was a bitch to everybody. So I think it was just like she wasn't getting no dick or something. I don't know.
Yeah, women
So
project.
she was an equal opportunity bitch.
She was, but I feel like she was more evil to like certain people because my best friend put me onto the job and she was a manager. And once my best friend quit, it was a wrap.
Oh, it was
she started treating me real shitty. 2 days on the schedule, 1 day on the schedule. Then when I'm like, yo, why am I only scheduled for these amount of days?
You say something, that's it.
Oh, it's because it's slow. But yet it's slow, but they're calling me in because Tom, Dick, and Harry called out.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, fuck you. Deal with that shit. And
Tom, Dick, and Harry. Yeah, please.
like, you should have gave me those days. You know that I'm reliable. I come in early. I leave late. I do doubles. I do triples if you ask me to. Why you not giving me these hours, but you giving somebody else them hours? Nah, it was.
What about
crazy.
you, Z?
I love female managers.
Of course you
When
do,
I was
because you like females, but go ahead.
when I was younger and didn't understand female nature, I used to hate female managers because a lot of women in managerial positions feel like they have to be harder than usual
We do.
to make up for being a woman. They feel like they got to be harder, so we don't make fun of them or whatever. But I've noticed though that when it comes to women in the workplace in general, you can't put like older women with like young attractive women. It's never gonna work. It's never gonna work. They're gonna hate you secretly, and it's not even. It's just.
Yeah, that was my part. I got accused of why everybody buying you lunch every day. You come in, there's lunch in the fridge for you. But hold up, when it's Thanksgiving,
They already think you
I'm
fucking all of them.
supplying food for all of them. You've never not once seen me deal with not one of these people in there. You have seen my man come up to this job faithfully and get me. Are you upset because I can go up to one of them like, yo, I need you to work tomorrow? Okay, like that's the problem?
Yeah.
Right, like don't get me wrong. I don't want to say it's all female managers.
No, it is.
But let me ask y'all, do y'all feel like it's just a competition when it comes to working with another woman in a higher position? Do you feel like there's cattiness all the time just because they're, female in dominance?
I feel like I have that problem already being a dominant female, coming with the whole managerial background. So if I'm working with you for 2 days, my job is once I see that you messing up, I'm going to sit you down. We're going to have that feedback conversation. When you're in a higher position than me, you don't want to hear what I have to say. But I come from an environment that it's an open door. You're supposed to hear what I have to say. That means that you're not a good enough leader if you don't want to hear it.
Do you feel like that also could be territorial? Because that sounds a little territorial too.
That sounds like your personal problem. You're not supposed to do that when it comes to professionalism. I'm telling you everything that's wrong with your company. And when I interview you didn't tell me this. And that they don't like me because of that. Because I'm the person that's going to call the Department of Labor. And then we're going to call Help Me Howard. And I'm going to get some help.
Now, you can't be calling Help Me Howard on day 2. I ain't going to keep you neither.
That sounds crazy.
You wildin'.
You can't do that.
Wildin'. You been
labor
here for 2
laws
days
against
starting
that.
shit.
You can't do that. See? And that's what we talk about, the
taking
sisterhood.
That's
you
not
ain't even
your
trying to
take
help
off the
me.
schedule.
But I feel like that was the problem too, because I would point them out on bullshit. I'm like, yo, y'all can't do that. This is bullshit. It's against the law.
Right.
Okay, it's against the law, right? So we're gonna do shit that's not against the law. Like, gives you less days.
That's fine, and I'm gonna document it, and I'm gonna call my lawyer, and we're gonna get this done. So now
they have a tendency to find loopholes
all the time. So now, as we move on to it, city girls. I feel like what separates city girls from the women now is this word. Y'all ready? The word of the year: submission.
Cooperative.
Wow.
Compliant.
Oh.
Okay.
So you think that that's what females are supposed to do?
Yeah.
So if whoa.
So then, what is male supposed to do?
Lead.
Wait, hold on.
Are they good leaders?
You gotta find one.
And now we get to what I want them to not agree
I
with.
have a question though. I have a question. Because you're the only man at the table. What is submission to you? What is your idea of submission?
Just being cooperative. Just not,
Cool. What? Bitch, this ain't a school
But
trip.
wait a second though. Do you consider submission to be mutual?
What you mean mutual? Like, I'm not gonna.
Nigga, you too.
Wait, hold on. Because if we're gonna talk about the topic of submission, that is also a selfless act that is mutual between two parties. Men supposed to submit to their women as well.
No.
And that's why you
once that
single.
happens, it's over.
No, because here it is. The problem is, I feel like you're taking it as, if you submit to me and we're in a relationship, I run shit in this relationship.
It's
no
cooperation.
Exactly, but I feel like that is situational.
What am I cooperating with?
It is situational. Let me give you an example. if you are better with finances in a marriage, why would you leave it up to me to balance checkbooks and pay bills and this, that, and the third?
That's a bad idea.
Exactly. So we can mutually agree that will be what you handle.
Yeah.
If I feel like I'm the better cook in the relationship and I don't want my kids to get food poisoning or whatever the case may be, can't we mutually agree that I should do the cooking instead of you?
Yeah.
That's what I feel it should be.
Z would want you to do the cooking because that's being submissive.
Z don't even make fucking sandwiches.
If you look up the definition of
not even Lunchables,
it is a mutual act.
Fuck the mutual act. Submission came from back in the days before the women's suffrage, where when you get married to a man, just like how I'm supposed to take your last name, I'm supposed to submit to you sexually. That's what that means. These city girls, these women, and they're not women because this is what, they're not city girls. This is what I identify with them today. It's transactional. If I see that you provide me with something, you will get that. My level of submission is me allowing you to see me cry. I'm probably the hardest nigga that I fucking know. I'm not crying. Wherever you see me, I'm not fucking crying. It's like, you see me, I'm ready to go fight. I'm out there punching the air. I'm not crying.
So maybe you did threaten that.
No, I did.
Submission requires a level of trust. And
his father had just died, and I knew not to do that.
A man has to have those qualifications of a leader.
But
some need to sit here and say that man is going places. I can submit to him. I trust him. He considers me where he can make decisions.
Your job is to find that guy.
He respects me in my presence and in my absence. Therefore, that man is going somewhere, and I want to go with that person.
Yes.
To me, that's what I'm going to do when it comes to submission.
Wait, let me interject here. Your job is to find that guy, but y'all be settling for these bums. Hoping that he's gonna become the guy.
Then again, y'all don't want to take us out on proper days.
Hoping that he's gonna be the guy that you need.
See, you kind of giving a bum mentality, and as your friend,
I'm single.
You are assuming that everyone is settling. Number one, and you're assuming that everyone they're settling for is a bum. You're speaking for a majority.
I'm just saying, like you can't.
He's been speaking for the majority of niggas.
You're not supposed. Your job is to wait at the finish line and fuck the winners.
What is it?
You're not supposed to help this guy through the race. That's what I'm saying.
That's a pride.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
That's a pride thing for men, and I hate that shit.
You know something?
Why I gotta wait for you to get to the
trying
line?
to say, but at the end of the day, anyone, please correct me if I'm wrong. Half the time, if you sit here and you be like, you know what, this is too much for me. I don't want to deal with this. Now all of a sudden, you don't want to stick with him through his struggle. Now all of a sudden, you're seen as, oh, she's not loyal.
What is it? I'm gonna stick by him.
Right. I'm gonna stick.
And I'm not saying that's everybody, but like you said, I'm not supposed to stick with you through that race. I'm supposed to be there at the finish line.
No, I'm supposed to sit there through all your
abuse.
abuse.
Gold digger.
Fuck out of here.
Once he could, because
you waited till I hit this top spot to come
and now
back
you want to come back. Now you
want
want to reap what I'm sowing. Like, nah,
no, because what did Kanye say? You gonna get on and leave your ass for a white girl?
Yeah, it happens to women all the time. You help him, and then now you're not fit to be with the man he has become, and now you're left in the dust. You see it happen all the time. A woman will help a guy go through.
I just gotta put out there. I think that our producer Rich is laughing at this. I pray he's not.
Check this out. Check this out. Like you hear all the time, like chicks, they help a dude go through law school or med school.
He's like, all right, moving on.
And then he goes fucks the receptionist.
But what about the nigga? So what about your homeboy now? Cause you left me, so now your homeboy want me, and then now I tell this nigga I ain't sticking through his race, but you did that shit with Z. Now what?
First of all, why is he trying to talk to you?
Nigga, you're gone. Why do you care? Why do you care?
Well, I can't get hurt.
I don't you know. I left that bum ass nigga.
I can't get hurt. I can't get hurt. He driving
but
the foreign.
But you just asked the question. That was hurt. He was like, nah, I want to get there. Nigga, and then I'm supposed to sit there like, what am I supposed to do now?
All right, but if we're talking about submission, right, let me ask you, what qualifies a man to be a leader for him to expect someone to submit to them?
Men are not leaders until they're about 40.
Like, let me ask you, like,
all right,
what are the requirements?
Rephrase the question.
For a man, you're talking about in a relationship, you would expect for your woman to submit to you.
Yeah. So
what qualities are you bringing to the table? What requirements are you meeting that would make you a leader?
Well, it's up to you to set those standards, but
so you giving me room to set standards, but I still got to be submissive to what you want.
You got to set a standard, just like I'm setting a standard for the type of woman I want. You got to set a standard.
Well, I expect you to make sandwiches, and that's a standard. That when I come home, if you home first, nigga, there better be sandwiches.
Then you got to get with a guy who makes sandwiches.
So you don't make sandwiches. So what the fuck do you make?
I was gonna say, what do you do?
First of all,
What you bringing to the
I
table?
cook better than any girl I've ever been with.
So all my friends that keep asking
That's
for
a
your,
fact.
that's a lie, because you never got in the kitchen with me, bitch. And every time I see you, I'm always give you a drink as a friend, fucking respectfully. You don't want this smoke.
I'm a
with
very
me.
good
But
cook.
all my
So y'all
homegirls,
about to
every
have a cook-off?
all my homegirls who
first.
I
ask,
volunteer as tribute.
y'all getting on my fucking
Let her
nerves.
finish
Y'all
this.
over here competing with each other.
No, because he want to hear about the bitches who be in my inbox about him every time that I post about him. But I never swing them over there because he's so hurt. But I also know these bitches.
You just gotta,
They
you
are
gotta
Lori
write them back
Harvey
and let them
status.
know.
They
Don't
are
expect
going
no
to
picnics,
leave this
bitch.
nigga.
Don't expect the picnic.
You gotta earn the picnic. You gotta earn the picnic.
No, you pay no more than $100 in the day.
You gotta earn that. You gotta earn that.
Me and my daughter just went out and I spent $60.
So what
So
the fuck you doing for
That's your
$100?
daughter.
Two grown
That's
people.
That's your daughter.
She got a kids meal and a drink. Nowadays, $100 ain't shit.
No.
$20
We
is
talking
the
about
new
picnic,
dollar
though. We talking
bill.
about the picnic. We
Exactly.
talking about the picnic. Like I said earlier,
I'm talking about a date.
the picnic is more
Fuck the picnic.
is more effort than me spending money on a date. Because I have to plan things. I gotta figure out what she wants to eat. I gotta make these things.
more
There's a lot of
thought put
effort.
into
There's
it.
more thought put into it. Me just picking up the bill. That ain't shit. That really ain't shit. I can
That's fine.
It ain't tricking if you got it.
I can't wait. My birthday next week. So anywho, as we move on to close this out, city girls. What is your definition of a city girls, lady?
She
Not you.
outside living her best life.
I feel like it's a girl that don't give a fuck about what nobody else think, and she's about her business.
Those girls aren't happy.
I don't think so, because I aspire. For me, a city girl is to be one that don't give a fuck what a nigga think, is gonna get to the bag with or without a nigga, and gonna take care of business.
She drink water and mind her business.
Exactly, and occasionally some champagne.
But you need a man, girl. You need a man.
Don't get me wrong, I need a man.
Exactly.
I need a man. But is there any good men for me to, like you said, that's leading? No.
You gotta do your diligence. You gotta find them.
Yeah,
So-
but none of them don't want to take me out on the date because they don't
We
want to
playing
spend
hide and
$100.
So a city girl to me has become women who are running their businesses. Because remember, city girls started from Meg Thee Stallion, taking ownership, being a rapper, down to the city girls who was
Does
just
she look happy?
taking niggas from a, she in a whole nother relationship. She got shot in her foot in the other one.
She got
her degree.
She got another man already?
Yep.
She got
and
a
she
degree.
in a happy relationship with him. Got her degree.
Is also
He probably take her on picnics.
That degree is irrelevant. She's a fucking artist.
okay. So we're not next episode. YZ hates Meg Thee Stallion.
Nah.
And the degree is something else to fall back on.
Right.
Just in case.
This rapping shit don't
What?
work no more.
So look,
Go on
Her knees
OnlyFans.
ain't gonna be strong forever, y'all.
so
OnlyFans.
look. Let me finish my definition: living life,
OnlyFans.
dating, and being able to understand that they can do things without men. Now, I know everybody probably be like, "Oh, Tamika, you know." I identify with the city girls when it comes to certain things. I'm all for going out and getting food and all this other stuff from niggas. Do I have a nigga? Yes. Do he be at work? Yes. But if a nigga want to give me food, who am I to stop him? I know when I go out, I get 2 plates. I get the to-go plate, and then at the end of the day, I'm like, yeah, this is from my man. That's a real city girl. I came up, me and my nigga got food.
Big facts.
We good.
I was
Eating
about to
off
be
that
like, you
nigga.
got other people feeding you, but you feeding your man too. So
You
I guess I see
understand?
the
You
hustle.
gotta do
That's
it
treason.
right.
That's treason. That's treason.
So you gonna turn down that plate?
But wait. So
Nope.
because
And you gonna be hungry looking at that plate like, oh, where you get this from, girl?
and a big thing that city girls do. You're not supposed to put the nigga who's out there tricking on you out there, because then all the other females talk about it, and then his fun's gonna get low. We gotta stop doing that, ladies. Stop it. But
Ain't that part of the sisterhood though?
it is. We supposed to keep that. But just to end this in the right direction for city girls, I feel like the number one city girl out there is Lori Harvey. Now, I'll be honest with you. Did she waste Michael B. Jordan's time? Yes. But did he waste his own fucking time? Yes. He knew she was for the streets. He thought he could what? Change people. Why? Because he was delusional after the other 20 niggas that was before. So he has to take that accountability. But is she doing it right? Yes, she is doing
How
it
old is
right.
Lori Harvey?
As 25,
She's 25.
as far as her
God
talking
damn.
to all these
And
people.
That's why
Mike
she's
is
doing this. That's
35.
why she's doing
not
this.
ready
She
for
can-
that.
That's why
She
she's
ain't
doing
ready.
it.
She can
Well,
go
Michael
do,
B. Jordan holler at me because I'm ready.
Slide in
to
the
date.
DM.
Hello.
I'll get married tomorrow.
First of all,
Facts.
white girls, he's
Have
back
some
on the
kids.
market. Look at it.
white girls. I'm not
don't
gonna
do that.
lie.
That's his
Don't do that.
demographic. That's his demographic.
I'm not gonna lie. I was never a Michael B. Jordan fan, so I didn't really
Let's keep
understand.
it black, baby.
Didn't really care. Not my type. They can have that. I guess what does he say? He's a simp.
God, the S word.
It wasn't for me. But I felt like we touched a lot when it came to like females and all the feminines and the city girls. Hopefully we enlightened you. You actually softened up and kind of submitted and gave us a softer side.
Submitted.
Yes, you did.
What is the problem with what is the problem with submission?
We'll figure that out on the next
There's no problem with submission. There's no problem with submission.
We'll
But
figure
I don't
that
understand
out
how I
on the
was
next
submitted.
episode.
There's no problem. There's no
But
problem.
thank you guys
All
for
right.
watching this episode of Brooklyn's Balance. We're out.
Peace.